Clarity Clinical Solutions.
What does it actually look like to participate in a clinical trial from start to finish? The journey from finding a trial to completing the last follow-up visit can take months or years. Along the way, participants navigate screening, informed consent, randomization, treatment schedules, monitoring visits, and long-term follow-up. Understanding this journey helps patients know what to expect and helps researchers design better, more patient-friendly trials. The patient journey through a clinical trial has 6 main phases. First, finding and evaluating the trial. Second, the screening visit to determine eligibility. Third, informed consent, the formal agreement to participate. Fourth, enrollment and randomization to a treatment group. Fifth, the treatment period with regular monitoring visits. Sixth, post-treatment follow-up and trial completion. Each phase has its own purpose, timeline, and demands on the participant. Before a patient ever sets foot in a clinic, they have to find the trial and decide whether to pursue it. This begins with searching registries like clinicaltrials.gov, talking to their doctor, and learning about the trial's purpose and requirements. They review eligibility criteria, consider the time commitment, and think about logistics like travel and work. This is the decision-making phase, the most important step in the journey. Patients who take the time to understand what participation involves are more likely to complete the trial and have a positive experience. The screening visit is the first formal step. The study team reviews the patient's medical history, performs a physical exam, and runs laboratory tests to confirm eligibility. This visit is more comprehensive than a typical doctor's appointment. It may include ECG, imaging, blood work, and questionnaires. The screening visit is also the patient's opportunity to meet the study team, ask questions, and assess whether the trial feels right for them. Screening can take 2 to 4 hours and may require multiple appointments. If the patient qualifies, the next step is informed consent. This is not just signing a form, it is a detailed conversation about the trial's purpose, procedures, risks, benefits, and alternatives. The consent form covers what will happen, how long the trial lasts, potential side effects, who to contact with concerns, and the right to withdraw at any time. Good consent processes include teachback, asking the patient to explain the trial in their own words. The patient should take the consent form home and discuss it with family before signing. Once consent is signed, the patient is enrolled and randomly assigned to a treatment group. Randomization means the patient does not choose which treatment they receive, the computer assigns it by chance. Patients may receive the experimental drug, the standard treatment, a placebo, or different doses. Neither the patient nor their doctor may know which group they are in. This is called blinding. The study team explains this process carefully before randomization happens, but many patients still find the concept confusing. The treatment period is the core of the trial. Patients take the study medication or receive the experimental intervention according to a schedule. Visits are scheduled at regular intervals, weekly, monthly, or quarterly depending on the trial design. At each visit, the study team checks vital signs, reviews side effects, collects blood samples, and administers questionnaires. Patients also manage their daily lives around the trial, taking medications on schedule, completing diaries, and attending appointments. This phase can last weeks to years. Monitoring during the treatment period is intensive. At each visit, the study team reviews vital signs, lab results, side effects, and any changes in health. The patient's safety is the top priority. If concerning side effects appear, the team can adjust doses, pause treatment, or withdraw the patient. Patients report how they are feeling, both in person and through symptom diaries. Electronic patient-reported outcomes on tablets or smartphones have made this easier, but the frequency of monitoring can still feel overwhelming. Managing side effects is a key part of the treatment period. The study team provides guidance on what to expect and how to manage common side effects. Patients are instructed to report any new symptoms immediately, not just at scheduled visits. Serious side effects are reported to the sponsor and regulators within strict timelines. The balance between reporting everything and not becoming anxious about every minor symptom is a challenge. Good communication with the study team is essential for managing side effects effectively. The trial may end in several ways. The patient completes the full treatment period and all follow-up visits. This is the ideal outcome. Or the patient may withdraw early because of side effects, burden, or personal reasons. The trial may be stopped early by the sponsor if results are overwhelmingly positive or negative. If a patient withdraws, the team will ask permission to continue collecting safety data. Withdrawal is the patient's right at any time, and it does not affect their access to regular medical care. After the treatment period ends, most trials have a follow-up phase. Patients continue to be monitored, sometimes for months or years, to track long-term safety and durability of the treatment effect. At the end of the trial, patients learn which treatment group they were in if it was blinded. They may be offered continued access to the experimental treatment through an open-label extension. Results of the trial are published, and participants have the right to know the overall findings. The relationship with the study team ends, and patients return to their regular doctor for ongoing care. First, the patient journey has clear phases: finding, screening, consenting, treatment, monitoring, and follow-up. Knowing what to expect at each stage reduces anxiety and improves retention. Second, the screening and consent phases are the most important. They set expectations and build trust. Take the time to ask questions and involve family in the decision. Third, researchers should design each phase with the patient experience in mind: shorter visits, fewer procedures, clear communication, and respect for the participants' time and comfort throughout the journey. So, what is the patient journey through a clinical trial? It is a structured path from finding a trial, through screening and consent, to active treatment and long-term follow-up. Each phase has its own purpose, timeline, and challenges. For patients, understanding this journey before it begins reduces anxiety and helps them make informed decisions. For researchers, designing each phase with the patient in mind improves recruitment, retention, and the quality of the data. The best trials are those where the patient journey is as well designed as the scientific protocol.